We didn't come here to play. We didn't come here to waste time. In the audience today we have black, Latino, Asian, Pacific Islander. We have the whole spectrum of the community represented here. And this is Caravan for Justice Part 2. But Part 3 is coming next month, double, because you got to know, every one of us has been impacted by laws made from this building. These laws that have impacted your and my family, and they didn't ask us nothing. Those days are over with. We are here not only to give justice to our brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, but what we've learned is that this Capitol building is on lockdown. There are lobbyists. There are people who force these politicians to make laws. Some of them know what's right. Some of them know and want to do better, but they're handcuffed and made afraid by lobbyists like the prison guard union, the police union, the district attorney union. And so many of them are being forced into silence. So we came to Sacramento to also free the governor, free the general attorney, free the assembly members. No longer can we accept you making laws. No longer can we accept you using tragedies as an excuse to pass laws that affect black, brown, red, yellow, and poor white. So we ask you to come up, young brothers who are being arrested for no reason. You stand on a corner with 2 or 3 of your friends and they call you a gang. So we came to Sacramento to produce tension. We don't want business as usual. Martin Luther King said we want to produce a tension-filled atmosphere, so crisis-filled that it forces people to sit up for people who have had no justice for 400 years. This is your day.
The Latino community stands with all oppressed communities to say, ya basta. Estamos aquí por la justicia. We're here for justice, standing in solidarity. How dare they criminalize our children? How dare you put our babies in prison, report our youth to immigration, separating parents from their children? How dare you criminalize our communities and racially profile us and smile and say, well, it's the law. They're illegals. Well, they've been calling our communities illegals for centuries now. They've been calling us illegals, black, brown, Asian, API communities. We know that we are human beings who deserve to live and work and be educated with dignity, proud of who we are, and we stand together as African Americans, as Latinos, as immigrants, as people in the API community. Thank you so much. I have the privilege and the honor now of introducing one of our sheroes in the immigrant Latino community. Please welcome Guillermina Castellanos.
Exigimos también que cada niño debe de ser libre y vivir la vida con libertad, no oprimido, no acusado.
And we demand that all children are able to live without being oppressed and harassed.
Y lo más importante es que estamos de pie y que nos van a mirar adentro, que somos de diferentes señas, de diferentes razas, con diferentes idiomas, pero que estamos pasando los mismos problemas juntos y juntos vamos a hacer un mundo mejor.
So we will show them today that we are together as communities, and we will walk into this building and show them that we are unified in our struggle. Thank you.
Oh, that's family. You can do better than that.
Yeah.
That's family. We're to stand up right now because we don't really have an option but to stand up. A lot of us are being eliminated through incarceration, through death, and our communities are being emptied out. We have to stand up right now because this is our time to shine. The young people have to show that we are better than what we have been in the past. The young people have a chance to take us forward now and do it in the right direction because doing it right is the only way. For all the mothers that's in the crowd that lost a son, like I'm standing with a mother right now who lost her son, who was a friend of mine from out of Richmond, California. He was a young man that was trying to make that change. Sometimes when we're trying to make that change, things still happen. But the push still has to go on. This mother is standing here with me right now on behalf of her son, Marcus Russell, a friend of mine. How many have a friend or someone that you know that you lost? Raise your hand. That was a young man out here in the streets. That's too many people that we lost, so we have to stand up right now. How many young people was ready to make a commitment to show up to Caravan 3? Let me see your hands.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm talking about. So we have to make this stand, young people, because right now it is very dangerous in this hour. On the way coming here today, we was trying to fill our bus, and the police was still trying to get some of these young brothers right now to try to get them and incarcerate them so they wouldn't even be able to make it here. But for everybody who came here with me today, raise your hand, all the young people. That's what I'm saying. So God blessed us. So all the young people, let's keep fighting for right, and this is our time to shine.
Today representing my son, Marcus Russell, a.k.a. Smacker, Young Smacker. This is his first CD release that was released weeks before he was gunned down. It's called Eagles Fly Alone. And I'd like all the young brothers to please be careful on these streets. Watch over your cousins, your brothers, your mothers, your fathers, everybody in your family. And please remember, there is a way out. Thank you.
We're not here to play. We're here for business. We're here to fight for our children and our children's children so they could be alive and they could be free. We fight against an oppressed system that's trying to shut all our people down. All the way from Frisco, all the way to LA, all over this country, they trying to shut us down. If you notice, if you look around, you see they got these snipers on their roof. They got helicopters flying around. They even probably got agents among the crowd. But that's all right, though. That means we're doing our job. Me personally, and I done said it before, and I'm real about this, I like to fight. There's a time and a place under the sun for everything. It ain't no time, man, to play no games. It's a time for war, and it's a time for peace. It's time to go to war, but in a strategic way where we are mindful of what we do and how we do it. Because I'm a good fighter, and I fight well, and I like to fight. But I want to make sure I fight for the right reasons, in the spirit for change, for our people to be alive and free. If you don't stand up for something, you're going to fall for anything. It's the days are over, man, of looking at a brother who come from the same cloth, or come from the same neighborhood, or come from the same oppressed ways to say that's my enemy. That's not an enemy. We got to understand, man, who the real enemy is. And understand how we can change it. But it starts with you. And if you down to fight for change, then you continue, man, to roll with us. Because we're going to roll till the wheels fall off, y'all. Thank you so much.